This is the Anthony VentureX credit card. Wait a second, that's not the name. This is the VentureX credit card. It actually just took the top spot at the TPG Awards Best All-Around Credit Card of 2022. But I'm willing to bet that it's actually going to win again in 2023, but here's why. But before we get into that, let me know in the comments below, did you guys know that this is actually an award show for credit cards? Now, the VentureX credit card is pretty much the highest tier premium credit card you can get with Capital One. But with it sporting a sizable $395 annual fee and a credit score of around 720 or higher, it makes you wonder, what kind of benefits come with this credit card? Firstly, right off the bat, the sign-up bonus you're going to be getting with this credit card is 75,000 bonus miles, not points, after you spend $4,000 within the first 3 months of opening the card. Which, if redeemed the conventional way and just using the Capital One travel portal, those miles are going to be worth about 1 cent per mile, which would typically be worth just about $750 worth of cash value, but here's a better option. Capital One has recently been expanding their travel partners, so now you can transfer those miles to 14 different travel partners and 3 hotel chains as well. To which that 1 mile can actually take you a lot further. When you transfer the travel partners, they're usually at a lot higher value ratio, so sometimes you can get 2 to even 4 cents per mile worth of value ratio, which means that same 75,000 points could be worth anywhere between $750 and $3,000 worth of free travel. Also, just know there's actually no minimum requirement for how many miles you have to be able to redeem it, so you can technically just redeem 1 mile if you want to. I guess that could pretty much get you to Target and back. And another really awesome thing that a lot of people don't talk about is you can actually take those miles and transfer them between different Capital One credit cards, and even in some cases, you could transfer those miles to friends and family. Like, for example, maybe you have the Spark Miles business credit card, and that earns Spark Miles, not Venture Miles. What you could technically do is just earn money on both of these credit cards, and then at some point when you want to redeem it for travel, take those Spark Miles and transfer them right to your VentureX credit card, so this way you have combined miles. And you do this just by going right to the credit card of your choosing that you want to transfer the miles out of, hit redeem rewards, then go down to move rewards, and then it'll give you a drop down menu of all the different credit cards that you actually have with Capital One, and which miles and or points and or cash back that you actually want to transfer to this one card solely. But what if you have the Capital One Saver credit card that just earns you 3% or 4% cash back, whatever it is? What you could technically do is you could actually take that cash back and also convert that into miles at a 1 cent per mile worth of ratio. You could actually pull that back to your VentureX credit card and actually use all those miles to transfer the partners, so this way you just get the maximum amount of miles that you want for your travel. In fact, what you could actually do if you don't care about those miles is you could actually take the miles and transfer them to friends and family, even just strangers you could send this to if you want to. Gifting a stranger 10,000 bonus miles seems like a good video, right? This credit card also gives you 2 major benefits every single year for just having the card open. Number 1 is a $300 travel credit to book only through the Capital One travel portal. Now, this could be booked through flights, hotels, etc. But one thing a lot of people miss, and when you actually go to use your VentureX credit card to actually book this hotel or this flight, you're also going to be getting a multiplier of 10x miles per dollar spent towards hotels and 5x bonus miles for every dollar that you spend through flights. So this essentially means that if you just book one $300 hotel, you're going to be getting that completely for free with the travel credit, and then an extra 3,000 bonus miles just for using your VentureX credit card, which can be converted to dollar amount between $30 and about $60. And wait a second, the annual fee is what? $395, right? So already, without even talking about all the other benefits, we're down to maybe $50 every single year for this credit card alone, but let me finish. The second thing you're going to be getting with this credit card is also a 10,000 bonus miles on the anniversary that you open the card, which you guys already know. That's $100 or $200 worth of value, and now the VentureX credit card is pretty much paying you to have the card open every single year. So now that we got past the annual fee and now we're in total profit, let's talk about the millions of other benefits that come with this credit card. You're also going to be getting complimentary Priority Pass membership. And if you're unfamiliar, Priority Pass pretty much just lets you get into 1,400 plus lounges all across the world when you're waiting for your flight at most airports. With the VentureX card specifically, which kind of changes, it's a little bit different with the Amexes and the Chases that actually come with Priority Pass, but this credit card solely actually lets you get up to 2 guests into your lounge as well, completely for free. And then there you can get some food, some drinks, and some other kind of drinks to help you with your flight. And depending on how you value Priority Pass, most people estimate between $200 and maybe $400 worth of value. And along with Priority Pass, you also gain access to the Plaza Premium lounges as well, which comes complimentary for you and 2 guests to about 110 locations worldwide. And along with these lounge access, you're also going to be getting access to complimentary global entry or TSA pre-check completely for free. By the way, if I ever in the future open up my own lounges, if you guys hit the subscribe button right now, I guarantee you access complimentary and a free drink on me. He can't guarantee that. What? Another interesting thing that comes with this credit card that helps a ton of people out is it's actually a part of the Visa Infinite series. That pretty much means that if you're approved for this credit card, you are guaranteed a $10,000 starting credit limit no matter what. Which, if we know Capital One, they tend to be a little bit stingy with their credit limits, so safe to say if you get this credit card, it's going to be pretty high off the bat. Which also means it's a higher bucket and you're more likely to get really high credit limit increases when you go to request one. And since it is a Visa Infinite cards, it also comes with an infinite amount of perks, so let me go through them. The Hertz President Circle status. If you're unfamiliar, Hertz is a rental car company that actually has very affordable rates, and to actually get inside the President Circle, you have to spend $3,000 annually on rental cars. And since it's free, you might as well take advantage, and by the way, you can actually add up to 4 additional authorized users at no additional fee that also gain access to the President Circle. One with giving you 50% bonus points, sometimes giving discounts on cars, and sometimes just having cars reserved for you in advance. It definitely could be a good tool for the avid traveler. Number 2 is you're going to be getting primary rental car and damage insurance. So what you would do is when you actually go to rent a car, you would just waive your CDW, which would be your collision damage waiver. And when you pay in full with this VentureX credit card, you're actually going to be getting up to $75,000 worth of damages completely insured just because you paid with this credit card. Number 3 is trip cancellation and trip delay insurance. So let's say, for example, you book 5 tickets for you and all of your family to go on a flight. And then when you get there, it gets canceled, the flight's delayed, or just any other issues like getting sick or you just can't make it to the flight. It pretty much disallows you from getting on that flight out of your control. This credit card pretty much covers you up to $2,000 per ticket just because you paid with your VentureX credit card and you were inconvenienced, which could really save you a ton of money, especially if that flight was really expensive. Number 4 is trip delay reimbursement. Let's just say that your flight was delayed more than 6 hours. You're eligible to get $500 per ticket worth of toiletries, food, etc. just to hold you over through all those hours that you're not flying. Just so long as that you, your spouse, and any dependent children are under the age of 22, you can get $500 from them as well. Number 5 is lost luggage reimbursement. So if your checked bags never made it to the destination, you could essentially get upwards to $3,000 for all of the lost luggage, so long as, again, you pay with your VentureX credit card. If you're a fan of ski lodges, then the next benefit's for you. The 5th benefit is a Gravity House statement credit, which pretty much gains you access to all these social circles, these ski lodges, and gets you about $300 off the annual membership with just this credit card. Do you want to go skiing with me? Hit the like. Number 6 is going to be getting cell phone protection. With this, if your phone is stolen, damaged, whatever happens to it, you could get up to $800 per claim. And to qualify, the only thing you have to do is just pay your monthly cell phone bill with your VentureX credit card. Number 7 is purchase protection, and this one is super underrated, so listen to this. Now, for the first 90 days, when you purchase anything with your VentureX credit card, it's technically covered up to $10,000 per item. You can also get up to $50,000 per year. To which reminds me, couldn't you technically buy a car with the VentureX credit card through Plastique? And I guess if it breaks down, you could technically get covered for the car itself, Correct me if I'm wrong. Forget it. If you get $10,000 in just your first year worth of purchase protection, I mean, you're pretty much paying that annual fee for the next, 25 years, so you'll be an old man by that point. Look at all that value you actually get with this credit card every single year that you keep it open, despite the annual fee, and without even talking about all the different spending amounts that people actually spend on their credit card on travel every single year. So really, this credit card is absolutely amazing. And since I only talked about good things with Capital One and this credit card, let me show you all the bad things and the dark side of Capital One credit cards. So I'll leave that video on the left-hand side.